few months ago, we had a client come to us and they wanted to use some sort of a satellite imagery, almost as like a map, to show context on where a piece of property was. And so we tried to think of a really cool way to incorporate satellite imagery, and I came up with using a Google Earth tour. So today I'm going to teach you how to use a Google Earth tour in your next drone transition video. It's pretty cool. Check it out. Okay, so like I said, we're starting out here in Google Earth, and what I like to do is I was actually working on something that was in Covington, Kentucky, which is just south of Cincinnati. So what I like to do is I went ahead and found the angle of the city that I liked. And this was the angle of the city that I liked because the property is somewhere in this area. It's right in the middle. So what you do to create this pin, so first you're going to add a folder. And you're just going to type and create whatever you want the folder to be called. But then once you have this folder created, you're going to highlight the name of the folder like I did. You're going to right click on it. You're going to click Add Place Mark. And then it's going to add a place mark right in the middle of the map. And you can title it whatever you want. Here I've already titled it Wide Angle of City. So I already have that there, but when it comes up, it's actually going to have the pin in the map. You don't want that because what's going to happen is it's actually going to show that in the tour. So if you just uncheck the box, that goes away. The next thing you're going to want to do is you're actually going to want to find the property that you're shooting. So here you can see I've got another place marker set, and if I double click on that, it's going to take me into a view of the building in Covington that we shot. Now, to be fair, this did take a little bit of time because you not only have to find the property, but you also have to find the angle that you're going to want to use as the ending point of your Google Earth tour. So here what I did was I actually found a piece of footage, drone footage. I've already imported it into Final Cut Pro, and I wanted to start right here at this point. And what I actually did while I was coming up with the angle in Google Earth, okay, so what I did was I actually pulled it up right next to Google Earth Pro so that you could kind of get a side-by-side view to make the changes in Google Earth as far as rotation and stuff are concerned. You can obviously zoom in and out this way. As far as getting the angle on it though, you actually have to, on a Mac, you hold down Command and then you click and it's going to rotate the angle. So that's really all I'm doing is just holding down Command and clicking. So again, really all I'm trying to do, I'm matching up, let's see, this parking lot right here with this. I'm matching up the angle of the street and I'm matching up the angle of the front of the building. It doesn't have to be perfect, but really your goal is to get it as close as you can. Once you have gotten it into the place that you think is correct, you're going to make another place marker. So you're going to go back to the folder, you're going to hit Add, Place Marker, you're going to name the place marker, and then like I said, it's going to come up with the pin actually in the building. You don't want that, so just remove the check mark. And then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to add a tour. And when you click that, it brings up a window down at the bottom that's going to let you, let's go back and full screen this again. It's actually going to provide you with this little record button here. And so what I actually like to do is I know that what we're trying to do is we're trying to zoom into this building, but it's been my experience that when you actually zoom into the building, let's go back to the wide angle here real quick. When you start out at the wide angle and you go back in to the Covington building, see how it takes that weird view? That's not really the view that I want it to take. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start here at the Covington building. I'm going to hit record, and then I'm going to move it out to the wide angle of the city. And then you get the really nice swing and pan around. So once it's done, you hit stop. It saves it. Once you've created your test tour, you're actually going to go up to Tools and hit Movie Maker. And it's going to bring up a menu that looks like this. And here, it's actually pulling up my menu, or my tours. So it pulls up my tours, I click Test Tour, I tell it where I want it to save it, tell it the format that I want to use, picture quality maximum. It's going to be using ultra high def, and you just hit create movie. So it's going to create the movie, and it's actually going to record the movement. When it finishes, you're going to have essentially a video of it zooming out. It's not actually going to look that jumpy. My computer's just having a hard time rendering it. So you'll have that file on your desktop or wherever you've chosen to save it. So you've created the video, and now we're actually going to go back to Final Cut Pro. And here you can see that I've just imported the video. And what I've already gone ahead and done is I've reversed it. So if you click on the clip itself, you can click Modify, Retime, and then you click Reverse Clip. And then what it's going to do is it's actually going to provide you the zoom in from where it is to where the building is. And then what you're going to do is, as you can see, it lined up, this is my footage that we looked at before, it lined up the footage directly with the Google Earth transition. The last thing I'll do is you go over into your transitions. You're actually going to pull in a flow transition, and it's actually going to make it a little bit of a nicer, instead of just jumpy cut from Google Earth into your drone video. It's going to transition directly in. But the final video turned out really well. That's a great way to intro. And the last thing we actually ended up doing on this first cut was the editor actually ended up putting in animations along the interstates here so that we could see where the interstates were in relation to the property, which was really cool. If this video was helpful to you at all, do me a favor and hit the like button and go ahead and subscribe below if you want to see more videos like this one.